if you're on my Discord server, or probably if you probably have heard me from elsewhere, I probably have said that this time I quit Flawed.io. This game has pretty corrupted updates, especially communities and stuff, etc., that actually makes this game not any more fun. First of all, I'm gonna talk four topics about this. First one is about the community, then the developer itself, then the updates, and of course some other stuff you'll probably know. So first of all, I'm talking about the community. First of all, I don't understand that there are four types of communities. We have the good community, we have the second corrupted community, and this some shitty communities like Luminous Project. While the good communities always knows, I'm pretty sure, these corrupted communities, for example, no, just keep the update. Yeah, that's good enough. Like I'm happy. Yeah, the developer is so good. For example, when the developer nerfed the eggs in AFK, or probably destroyed AFK, Mario decided to, you know what? Yeah, developer is the best game. The developer is the best ever. He doesn't give a fuck about our community. And then suddenly it shocks me away. There is no way that there is so many people on the earth just making the worst update and then keeping it. This is the same thing happened when the developer decided to, should we keep the ultra mob rarity? The time when ultra mob was common, people protested everything about it to revert it, and then he decided to make a poll. Then there is so many autistic players decide, just keep it, and that's the happened, and the story did continue. And now we have the egg nerf, which is also the time thing. It got nerfed, and this made AF King a lot annoying. And also, you probably have, if you know this time on Christmas, I mean early Christmas and late November, you probably know this guy named Zira, also known as Mar. This guy made the Luminous Project because he hates AFK. And guess what? Just 2 months later, his dream came true. While removing AFK, meaning that egging is probably impossible. Probably this guy really likes to probably destroy the community, making this shitty project called Luminosos Project, the God of Light. Honestly, honestly, in my opinion, if you're probably a guy that knows the internet, Battle of the Wolf probably would have been way better than this dude. But just making people go corrupted and crazy about it, yeah, let's troll some random eggers, wasting their time. Imagine yourself like peacefully egging with your friends and your boys, and suddenly there's this one guy named Mar deciding to troll you with for no reason. Guess what? It's really not fun anymore. Like, pro, I think better get a job than trolling random people for clout and just rage baiting. Then let's go about the developer itself. You know, there are actually communities that are defending us. This developer is also a problem, which also makes us no fun. First of all, developer makes one of the shittiest quotes, like, I hate AFK. But he doesn't realize that nerfing eggs but probably caused not only both, yeah, of course, AFK is okay, finally solved the issue, but active got annoying. The whole Christmas day, he just buffed density. Yeah, first of all, the density was fine. Then he decided, let's buff the density even more. Yeah, no. It's too weak. Let's buff the density even more. You know what? I think we should buff the density, and that makes everything probably impossible. At this time, you probably know that 1 week ago, the developer got so suspiciously so mad that he decided to ban like 4 random players because they AFK, and he made it so mad that probably made the community probably go mad as well. And he thought, you know what, this would solve the issue by nerfing the X. Bam! And this caused backlash and some other things. But it's not only that, but you probably know that there are so many people quitting right now. Second of all, we have, just guess what? It ain't fun anymore. Events. Bro, I'm also the type of guy that actually always misses event, but if I'm lucky, he always just, all he does is just spawn Uniques. Like, when will it spawn naturally? Just make it so that it spawn naturally, not like you have to spawn and summon it. It's not fun anymore. It actually all they do. And secondly, the drop rates and the damage and the health are just impossible, especially with the armor. You can't just loot that easily. Pretty so hard at that point that uniques are probably one of the annoying ways to do it. Second of all, sometimes he also kind of abuses our communities with just teleporting random direction and spawn like uniques on top of us. Like Nazar. I remember the time I used to also miss that event that he spawned like 4 uniques in Anthill. One of them was Shiny Nazar Beetle. And when the play started, he started using Q Corruption, which is also another shitty changes, which probably make trolling even more worse. He probably just destroyed everything. Then he just decided to kind of just like use Thanos Snap and destroyed everything. And then spawned a Q Cross. And even if they almost killed the Q he just decided to troll again. Basically, we call this a known as trolling event. But this just ain't fun. Around the time when World Map, for example, the April Fool, for example, was way much fun. You just have like a cool map, like a PvP event, was the greatest time I've ever had. Even though I wasn't there at that time, but when I watched these videos about this, it was fun. It actually feels like it is something beautiful, not instead of like uniques and stuff. And guess what? There are other stuff here. Now let's talk about the update. Before I talked about the density update that buffed it, I feel like if the developer is so mad at AFKing, why not just remove eggs immediately? Like, instead of us baking entire mythic zone but infested full of mythic mobs and ultra sometimes, why not just nerf or just remove the eggs? And just remove the density for God's sake, bro. First of all, the magic update was also shitty. When he added the magic stinger, people now started to be obsessively use this and causing Mega Squad to die because all they do is just charge up. So it goes with Seggers because they just all they do is just load up and just loot the supers instead of clearing them. And he did eventually nerf it, but still people still used it as it still says 1 million DPS. There's so many communities saying, yeah, how to use mana bomb. And now there are so many people at using mana bombing. I'm not the only one who's complaining. Almost everyone is complaining about it, and he still doesn't give a fuck about it. Second of all, people now started to obsessively use the pay to win. Every time I go on internet, there's always that people telling us there is someone just bought a super, somebody just bought, especially Manfred. But Manfred was used to be the only person that was unique. Now I can see, and now guess what? Now almost everyone is now pay to win because AFKing grinding is now useless. Even super hunting has become annoying as fuck. Now there's this third reason. So now I'm trying to just make some other stupid changes. Now recently he nerfed eggs, which made the AFK a bit annoying. But what's the point about it? AFK might be annoying. I know since you can just scroll up TikTok and just click or just watch while you pay attention on it. But what's the point now? At this point moment, the developer should understand right now that this update may completely destroy it. Because it might be annoying, but the AFK might just save the time to craft it. Get super and stuff like money. I feel like the developer wants some money. Like, tell us the real reason, developer. Do you want the money? Then why not? We should like fundraising about him. Now there's other updates in the game. It's like the time when World Map was before the World Map was about to end. He made that ultra mobs were common and people like protest about it. And yeah, since after the poll and just some community decided to keep it, it never happened. And now we got used to it. You should know that I might get used to it, but this update might have just overkilled everything. You know what? At this moment, I just quit Flawed. Yeah, goodbye, boys. It has been a long, fun time. It was fun. I could not even get. Now here's the fourth reason. You might know that I still didn't got a super. It's starting to get even boring, and after the new updates started to get even more difficult for me. Even with the duping drops, it's still not fun anymore. This is the final game. Probably I might still make videos about Flawed.io, but not so often. I'll start making videos about other games. So yeah, as I'm also heard, there's so many other people. For example, anonymous, humongous monkey. I don't know. Also started to quit. Yeah,